Bonjour, je m'appelle Daryl Dixon. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon series is only 2 months away. They've released the brand new trailer for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 2, The Book of Carol. And today, we're going to be breaking it down. We're going to be reviewing it. So with that said, let's just get straight in here. Wasn't a big fan of Season 1. Probably my least favourite show out of the three spin-offs, but maybe Season 2 has got a chance to change my mind. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's do this. Alright, so Daryl Dixon saying he's not sure this is the place he's supposed to be. Did he make a mistake deciding to stay here and not go home? I mean, I personally agree with him. I don't think the location has done a good job. I don't like the French actors. For me, yeah, everything just looks dull and boring, and there's not a lot of colour. It's just, for me, I don't like it. I think the location of Paris and being in France sucks, and I'm not a big fan of the supporting actors either. So, yeah, for me, the show ain't that good, and I think Daryl Dixon should have been home last season. So there we've seen Carol meet up with someone to help her, I guess, get to France or get closer to Daryl. And again, Carol's just another character that I do not care for. Probably my least favourite character in Walking Dead history. The fact that she's going to get a lot more screen time this season. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. And I know some people love the Carol character, but not for me. I don't like Carol, so yeah, I'm not really impressed with anything we're seeing here. I personally think The Walking Dead needs a whole reboot. I would be interested in seeing a new spin-off from the very beginning. I don't want to see things that are, 10 years down the line, 15 years into the apocalypse. I would much rather see a new Walking Dead show with a new core group of characters and just have a slower paced show and focus more on the beginning. I'd like to see and we didn't really see it at the beginning of the original Walking Dead because Rick was in a coma. Fear the Walking Dead, I mean, they pretty much showed you it for like one episode, then had a 3-week time skip where they went out into like the army barracks or whatever in the middle of nowhere. It would be great, in my opinion, if they could dedicate like a full season to the initial outbreak. How good would that be? I'd love to see that, but I know some people just want to have a very quick pace and stuff like that, but I still think the most interesting part of the zombie apocalypse is the beginning. And I think once you get a couple of years into the apocalypse, the shows kind of die. The shows run their course. It's basically you're doing the same thing over and over and over. It's like these people, once you lose something, it's like you've already lost everything. I mean, you look at Maggie and stuff, and it's like there's no way she can develop anymore. She's lost her father, she's lost her sister, she's lost her husband. It's like when you went through all this loss, you've already maxed out that character, you've maxed out their emotions. So, yeah, I do think that the beginning of these shows are a lot better because you're actually seeing characters develop, how they handle situations, how they react to loss, and how they deal with the new world that they're living in. But we don't get that because again, these shows now, they're just like a decade into it. And then you'll see people that are still like new to fighting zombies. How can you survive this long but not know what you're doing? It just makes no sense to me. A little rant there about The Walking Dead. But yeah, if they want to bring out a new show, I'm all for seeing a brand new. A bunch of people with Carol trying to track down Daryl, and yeah, I mean, I'm just not believing it. It's one thing Rick managing to track down his family in Atlanta, but he kind of had the he knew the direction where they were heading. He had the radio, stuff like that. And then he kind of lucked into it, where he got found by Glenn. And then he was reunited with his family. I'm looking at what we're getting here, and then, like, realistically, how is Carol travelling all the way to France and just finding Daryl, with no communication whatsoever? I mean, there you go, it comes out on the September 29th, guys. So there you go. Look, I'm not a big fan of this series. I'm not a big fan of Carol. And I think that Daryl Dixon has sucked for quite a long time. I think the last good season Daryl Dixon had was probably season 3, but it was definitely the weakest season out of the first 3. So, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the Daryl character or Carol or the Walking Dead universe in general. It's just been going on for far too long now. And for these are, I mean, yeah, they say these spin-offs are new, but they're not really new because we're getting the same old characters, I mean, if they want to do something new, If you want to do a spin-off, then at least give us something from fresh, give us something from the beginning, something we can sink our teeth into, like a zombie, but not give us this crap where we get the same old Daryl boring Dixon that we've been getting for years now, same old boring Carol that we've got for years now. It's like, we already know what they've went through, we know what's happened to them, there's nothing new, we're not learning anything here, we're not getting any new emotions. We already know their stories, give us something fresh, give us something new. And it's like they're almost afraid to do it because they think that, well, we can't have a new show because we need to have our big characters. We need to have our A-list characters. Fuck that. You create a new show, and if the new show is good, you will create new A-list characters within that show. It really is that simple. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts on the trailer. But, yeah, will it be better than Season 1? I mean, it might be because Season 1 wasn't very good, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.